Welcome to yesterday's NBA news from the 20th of July. We had one big extension, some interesting games happening yesterday. As Olympics are inching closer and closer, we're 1 week away from the start of the Olympics. The question is, when does the basketball tourney actually start? Because I don't know. I actually don't know. Anyway, let's get into it. Let's not waste time. Evan Mobley has agreed to a 5-year, $224 million max deal with the Cleveland Cavaliers. Mobley, obviously their biggest piece in their young core. His defensive presence has been just sensational. He's showed some really good flashes offensively. That's where he needs to get a little better. That is the KG comp in a way. Obviously, Kevin Garnett was a much more polished overall player, but that's the thing, right? Can Evan Mobley maybe get somewhat on that level? Not obviously, he might not be an MVP or such, but can he be a defensive player of the year at least, right? And be potent offensively, or at least very comfortable offensively. And I love Evan Mobley. I've loved him before the draft. I feel like his defense just is so incredible, and his size, the way he moves, is just perfect for modern NBA. And this is a good deal for the Cavs, who they have locked up all of their young guys. So the question is, will the new coaching staff be enough? Can they stay healthy enough? And if not, will they trade obviously Jared Allen, Darius Garland? So they have pieces to make moves if things aren't going well, right? And even if Donovan Mitchell eventually wants out, despite getting that contract, they'll be obviously getting some really solid things for him back. So I would say Cleveland is in a good spot. Now it's obviously up to, I would say, the coaching. Can the coaching get the best out of this team? And to a guy like Mobley, to a guy like Okoro, to a guy maybe like a Georges Niang, who they've signed on a longer deal. Can they be better? Can they just be better? And maybe if Jalen Tyson, who has had a really incredible summer league for them, could slot in, play some spot minutes, that would be nice, right? So it's all about these guys, and if Garland and Mitchell stay healthy. I mean, Garland obviously needs to improve his play also, probably the most at the end of the day, because he has just not been the same since his all-star year, or like 2 years prior, right? It was 2 years ago, maybe even 3 now. And then since then it's been injuries and just setback after setback. So the Cavaliers are in an interesting position, but they get Evan Mobley locked up, which obviously is a great deal. Then Keon Johnson, after a good summer league, has agreed to a multi-year deal with the Nets. He'll get plenty of opportunity with the Nets, right? As they will be probably one of the leading candidates for Cooper Flag this season. So all these young guys can at least get their shine and get their play, which will be good for them. And Keon Johnson is one of those guys. Always felt like he is a really solid all-around young guard. He has just never gotten much opportunity. And he started with the Clippers, then he was with the Blazers. Never could settle, but maybe he'll be able to settle here with the Nets in their rebuild. Then we head into the WNBA All-Star game, where the WNBA All-Stars defeated the Team USA 117-109. Arike went full guard mode, 34 points, 3 rebounds, 6 assists on 10 of 20 shooting from the field, 8 of 13 from the 3-point line, and some of them shots she was hitting, dog. That was some incredible shot making. Let's just put it that way. And that's just what she does at the end of the day. Usually not as efficiently as she did today, but she's just an incredible tough shot taker and maker, even though sometimes it is to her determined. But she's incredible. She won the MVP. All of them points came in the second half. And Caitlin and Angel played together, which was cool to see. Caitlin had 10 assists, Angel had 12 points, 11 rebounds, and obviously Stevie and Aja Wilson did their part for the US team. Diana Taurasi also had a good game, but other than that, it was kinda rough. And funny thing is, right, maybe Caitlin and Angel could have been going to the Olympics if we keep it in the buck, right? Maybe they could have even had Arike in there, maybe even Alicia Gray instead of maybe Jackie Young. I don't know, maybe Jewel Lloyd, but I also feel like all of them deserve it. So it's hard. Maybe Diana Taurasi had a great game. Maybe you could argue she doesn't belong there anymore with her play, but she's still an incredible leader. And at the end of the day, this, in the women's game, Team USA is that much better that it probably won't even matter, right? We'll see what happens in 4 years. Probably a little bit of a changing of a guard then. I would be shocked if we are not seeing Angel and Caitlyn on the US team in 4 years. That would be a huge shocker at the end of the day. So the WNBA All-Star game is real fun, real more competitive than the men's NBA, the men's All-Star game. MNBA, MNBA, but yeah, hopefully maybe the man can give us something like the woman did, because this was 10 times better than any All-Star game I've watched from the men's, maybe ever, unless obviously the Steph explosion, but that was still, it's just because of Steph at the end of the day. Anyway, speaking of Steph, right, Team USA played against South Sudan. They are saved by LeBron James. They beat South Sudan 101-100 with a game winner by LeBron as he drove with his left and made a tough finish with his right over the South Sudan players. South Sudan has some really intriguing prospects, some really intriguing players. For example, Arike Jones, who is always trying to make it to the league, and he obviously he had a triple-double today. I'm pretty sure they have one of the prospects for next season out there, and they played incredible. They were making a lot of tough shots, and it made me sad that they could not pull through. And they had a good shot. Arike Jones had a good shot to win this game. He couldn't knock down the floater, and then obviously the rebounds were all over the place. Made me a little sad. Steve Kerr called it a wake-up call, which, as one of my favorite Warriors Twitter guys, Justin, pointed out, Steve Kerr always, he has the same script for everything, and he called this game a wake-up call. Feels like the Warriors shit. And overall, this Team USA, has just not played that well besides that game against Serbia. And Embiid just looks fucking woeful out there. I would send him home if I were Team USA, but me wanting to see Team USA lose, maybe, keep him in there, keep Steve in there, and maybe we can see some incredible surprises, man. Canada obviously is very confident. Maybe if France gets a good game out of Nilikina and Fournier, or out of their guards, and Wemby has a monster game, hey man, maybe we could see Team USA get upset, which would be fucking lovely. All I'm saying. But Embiid might actually just be a biggest loser, right? I wouldn't call all trolls losers, right? But Embiid also is a troll, and he trolls a lot on social media, and not as all trolls. I wouldn't say all trolls are losers at all times, right? Some people just have fun, but Embiid's way of trolling just seems loserish, right? And the way he talked about this USA team, right? The other teams are creeping up, and we have older guys. But you look the oldest, brother. Steph and LeBron don't look old. You look like the oldest guy out there. You look like the biggest loser out there. Like, Joel Embiid just keeps falling down for me in terms of everything, right? He's not that enjoyable to watch play either way, with some of his antics out there on the court. And he plays dirty from time to time, without a doubt. He's a dirty player in a way, and the way he talks about a lot of shit just screams loserish, which is easy for me to say, right, from a fucking from my room that, whatever, let's not get into it, right? But Embiid just screams loser. That's all I'm saying. And it's kind of fitting, right, that he was one of the bigger trolls, and he might be one of the biggest losers in all of basketball. So there's that. Summer League watch, there were just the consolation games. Even Alex Sarr is sitting those out, so Taylor Funk had a good game for the Wizards. 29 points and 5 assists. Keaton Wallace had 23.6 rebounds and 9 assists for the Hawks. He's on a two-way. He was signed in this Summer League. Then Tyler Kolek had 6 points, 1 rebound, 6 assists, 2 steals, 1 block on 2 of 8 shooting from the field. Jalen Tyson, who I talked about, had a really good game again, 9 of 10 from the field, 23 points. Bob Carrington had 13 points, 15 rebounds, 5 assists on 5 of 14 shooting, and Keontae Jones had 20 points, 9 rebounds, 6 assists on 8 of 16 shooting. Keontae Jones is for the Thunder, Bob Carrington is for the Wizards, Jalen Tyson is for the Cavaliers, and Tyler Kolek is for the New York Knicks. But Summer League, tomorrow we'll have the final most important games because, well, not final because on Monday it's the final, but the Warriors play against the Heat, and the Clippers play against the Grizzlies tomorrow for who will be in the final. Obviously, they play the semis, which I'll be covering here, obviously. And with that being said, we can transfer on to others. Let me know how you all feel about Team USA, both Team USAs. And yeah, we can transfer on to others, and I'll catch you all then.